Hi, my detectives. So I thought we would finish off the week with one more St. Patrick's Day read aloud. I had one for every day this week, but I don't want to overwhelm you with a bunch of St. Patrick's Day read alouds. I hope you had so much fun seeing everybody's leprechaun traps that they sent in. If you keep making some, send them in to me. I would love to see them and I would love to share them more so. So this is an adorable read aloud. I just got it recently and I just put it in the holiday bin. So if you weren't able to bookshop it, that's okay because I'm going to get to read it to you today. This is called The Littlest Leprechaun. Oh, look at him. He's the size of the mushrooms, but he doesn't look happy. Uh-oh. Liam was a leprechaun. He lived with his family in the enchanted forest. There were many leprechauns in Liam's village, and they were all little. So we can see that they're not that big, and they're living in trees. But Liam was the littlest one. So the littlest is comparing sizes. So if we know that they're all really small, let's see which one's the smallest. So they're all at this height. Oh, she's small. Oh, these two are pretty tall compared to this little guy. Oh, if he's the littlest one out of them all, then he must be Liam. Let's see if he matches the boy on the front. Yeah, he does. That's Liam. Hi, Liam. It was a beautiful day, but Liam was bored. He was tired of spending time playing hide and seek with his shadow. He wanted to have a big, important job. He's looking at something. So make sure when you see a character looking at something or thinking of something in a book, you have to see what it is that they might be looking at. The pictures will always tell you. I see boots. I see what looks like a pot, mail, and then a clover, a shamrock. I wonder if these are the jobs of leprechauns. So Liam went to his dad's cobbler shop. His dad made shoes for leprechauns near and far. It was a very important job. So I remember that we said, yeah, shoes were the first one. So maybe we'll be visiting all these different shops. That sounds fun. So his dad makes shoes, and you can see he's putting the shoe on this metal pipe, and then he's hammering in nails to the bottom. So kind of trying to keep the pad of your shoe nice and tight so that it doesn't fall off. Oh, we can see here's an example of a heel. Liam's dad showed him how to measure the leather for each pair of shoes. But the tape measure was very long. Soon, Liam was all tangled up. Why don't you try helping your mom at the foundry? His dad said. A foundry? I wonder what a foundry is. Ooh, Liam skipped across the village to the foundry. Every leprechaun family had a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And Liam's mom made all the pots. It was a very important job. So if you remember back, the pot was the next shop or the next sign that we saw. So if I'm reading this book, and so far we went to the first shop, which was shoes, and the second shop we went to was the foundry with the pots, I think, my prediction is, I think that we're going to have a sequence of events here where we're going to go in order of 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if the next place we go maybe is a mail room, a post office, and maybe we'll go to a garden too. I wonder if his family's at each one. So we went to the cobbler shop, and now we learned that a foundry is somebody who makes pots, so that's really exciting. Liam tried to keep the fire going while his mom melted iron for a new pot. But Liam's hands were too small to carry enough wood, and his legs were too short to run between the furnace and the wood pile back and forth. So he's struggling here. I see little lines. You might not be able to see them with the camera, but there's little lines here to show that he's shaking. And then he fell down. Soon the fire went out. I think your brother and sister could use a hand, Liam's mom said gently. Well, she said it gently, though, so she's trying to be nice. Liam's brother and sister worked in the post office. Oh, my prediction's coming true. They sent letters and packages all over the enchanted forest. It was a very important job. I can do this, Liam said. So it seems that they're stamping and then filing so that they can be sent out to the right place. Let's see if it goes well for him. The first word is but, so we know that something bad happened. But when Liam tried to mail a pair of shoes, he sent himself too. I guess he fell in. Maybe not, Liam's brother said, opening the box. You should go help Uncle Albie, his sister offered. I wonder what Uncle Albie does. I don't want to make any wrong predictions, but I think the shamrock was the last thing to go to. So maybe he's a gardener? I don't know. What's your prediction? Let's pause. Everyone think of one. Is he maybe ice cream? Maybe he's a rainbow maker. Maybe he makes gold. That'd be nice. Maybe he collects gold like at a bank. So we have a post office, a shoemaker, a pot maker. Next was Clover's, but I've never read the book before, so I'm not sure. Let's see. So Liam went to find Uncle Albie. He was getting ready to take a load of gold to the family's pot at the end of the rainbow. I called gold. Carrying gold is a very important job, Uncle Albie said. Liam was excited. Oh, he's putting on his shoes. There was just one problem. The gold weighed more than Liam did. Sorry, wee fella, Uncle Albie said. You're just too little. But who can imagine how small he must be, too? We saw in how the night before St. Patrick's Day how small they were. I can only imagine he's probably an inch tall. Liam wandered through the enchanted forest. He kicked the dirt. He was sad. I can definitely tell in this picture how sad he is. Liam knew there had to be one important job he could do, even if he was little. I wonder what he could do. Well, we've already kind of given up the shamrock idea. No, maybe his uncle was going to the shamrock. Maybe there was a garden of shamrocks and that's where the rainbow ended. If I was writing the story, that's what would happen. Oh, look, the leprechauns and a unicorn. Let's find out what happened. Then Liam heard a commotion near the old oak tree. We learned about those in our science book. A group of leprechauns was gathered around Clover, the baby unicorn. What if she was the Clover from the book, from early in the book? Clover was little, just like Liam, but the poor unicorn's leg was stuck inside a hole. Oh no. We need to dig a bigger hole, said one leprechaun. We can't, replied another. The tree roots are in the way. What if we all pull together? Another leprechaun, with a very beard, suggested. Oops, I gave him the lady's voice. We'll hurt her, cried a fourth leprechaun. Well, we can't just stand around all day, huffed a grumpy leprechaun. So huffing is when you release that air like the bad wolf in the Three Little Pigs. Liam peered into the hole. So if you're looking here and you don't know what the word peered means, I want you to look at his face and follow his eyes. He's looking into the hole. Liam looked into the hole. He peered into the hole. So his eyes are getting really small. He's really trying to squint and look down. I can help, Liam shouted extra loud. You, said the grumpy leprechaun, you're too little. You need someone little, Liam cried. Liam reached his tiny hand into the hole and gently pushed away the root that was trapping the unicorn's leg. So it seems like even though plants help us, their roots could be very troublesome. Clover was free! She licked Liam's cheek to thank him. Everyone cheered as Liam and Clover danced and jumped around. Well, everyone except the grumpy leprechaun. I don't know why he's still grumpy. He should be happy. They saved the unicorn. Liam had saved the day. He was the hero of the entire enchanted forest. Clover the unicorn stood proudly by his side. They're little together. Before he knew it, there were jobs popping up all over Liam's village. Hey, the grumpy leprechaun needs him now. Everyone seemed to need a little extra help. Oh, so he got his watch stuck in a jar, but Liam was able to help him. And Liam and Clover were the perfect size. Oh, look, they're in a clover patch. So maybe I was right. Were you right with your prediction? Liam had found his big, important jobs after all. But even better, he had also made a special friend. Oh, I love it. I would also love to be Clover's friend, a unicorn at that. That's so cool. And they have all the clovers they're collecting, and there's a rainbow in the background. I wonder, is there a pot of gold on this side or this side? Well, you can see why I totally loved this book. It's really adorable, and I like how there's so many different characters. If you wanted, you could practice an Irish accent. I'm unfortunately not that good at it, but that'd be a fun way to be your own little leprechaun. So I hope you all enjoyed this read aloud and my other video about how to do Flipgrid. If I was doing my reading log right now, I would maybe say this was my favorite out of all the books we've read this week. I think that this was the cutest one of St. Patrick's Day. What do you think? Maybe compare and contrast them. All right, goodbye, my leprechauns, or should I say detectives.